Welcome to Romancing the Dungeon, a softcore D&D podcast. While everyone else is looking for glory, treasure and power, our adventurers are on the greatest quest of all, to find true love. So join Thane, Fia, Nathaniel and Hephaesta as they put their hearts on the line. Last time in Romancing the Dungeon. Well, woo-wee! It sure looks like our heroes have gone from the frying pan into the fire. They're in more trouble than a hen in a fox's den, than a wizard without their spellbook, than me that time Mrs. McGucka caught me gallivanting with that pretty little... Pardon, never mind. But don't go sticking a fork in them just yet, cause they ain't done and this ain't over. I reckon we can count on this lot to have more tricks out up their sleeves than a kobold has scales, an owlbear has fleas, than Mrs. McGucket has... Well, there ain't a lot that woman don't got. What I'm trying to say is, let's see what happens when our heroes go head to head to cubed horns with a jelly. Okay, that didn't come out that right. And some demons too, I suppose.
Thank you for calling D8 Services. Devoted, desired, dreamy or dirty. Dapper dates for dejected daters. My name is Roz Grayperson, founder, CEO, Love Wizard, and I'm currently out of office on vacation. If you're calling to avail of our amazing matchmaking and love wizarding services, please leave your name and number after the tone. If you're calling to make a complaint about a recent match or matches, well, you can kindly go and...
Thane, Fia, Hephaesta and Nate find themselves trapped between a gelatinous cube, Lilu and Ardat, the succubus and incubus who've taken over the convent of devotion and purity. We're jumping straight back into the action as the demons begin their first attack.
Lilu is probably the more aggressive and she's still got burns, she's still got wounds. They're both in their full succubus and incubus form. And again, Lilu is she's just over 6 foot tall. She stands on black hooves, a long burnt red spindly tail, like the same colour of her skin, is wrapped up along the back of her, and it's woven in between this sort of dark, heavy brown that's in a long braid, the same one she wears over her shoulder, and long black talons and spindling horns erupt from her head. Ardat is sort of a copper colour. His horns are more sort of bull pointed forward, and his tail is a bit thicker and longer than hers, but he stands haunched on his legs. His claws are that same charred black colour, and they both rush into the room. Thane.
Sorry, I was just so lost in the fiction of that incredible description. I like these guys. I'm so sorry that we're going to have to, fight.
What is your
armor
AC?
class? It's a 15.
Okay.
Did they take a D4 from whatever they did? Oh, wait, no, that was the cube.
Yeah. That's the
Can
cube.
you just do that for everybody? Can you just
Bane everyone.
Can you just bane everyone
yeah.
and make life
Take
so much easier?
4 damage as Lilu just charges in, claw raise, and just slashes straight down at you.
That shit hurted.
Okay, well, it's going to hurt a little bit more because... Okay. 9 damage.
I don't like these sounds.
As Ardat rushes in, and he just lunges his claws straight into you and stabs them. He's aiming for your heart, but he stabs straight into your chest and immediately retracts his hand, just sort of, Festa.
Shit, how close?
They're they're in swinging range because
They're right on top.
You, Fia, and
we're all together, yeah.
Thane were all kind of together. Oh, sorry, Thane, you approached the cube.
Yeah, I was up at the
So
cube.
yeah, they're closer to Nate and Thane, so they charged at them. They ignored the two of you because you were taunting them.
Yeah.
Okay.
I did shit talk. I did talk shit and get
You did
hit.
talk shit, and this is what you get for it.
Yeah.
Over 10 feet anyway, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, shit. Okay. I got one chance here, guys, because I'm going down. Oh, I'm just gonna blast her again. Yes. I'm aiming for her.
Okay.
Oh yeah, no, I'm pissed. Oh no! I'm not angry enough. It's a 13.
Again, it's the same thing. It's the conjuring this ball of rage and fire in front of you. It flies forward and strikes her into the back, hitting one of the wings that sprouted just from her shoulder. It hits and it just the leather is just, it's not even slightly damaged. It's almost like she batted it away out of reflex. She turns and she casts an eye, and you see that it is that sort of snake-like iris, and she bares her fangs straight at you. I'll eat you last. And she turns her attention straight back onto Thane, and you're up.
Okay, well, I've got...
Sorry, the cube goes, oh, you guys are... He still takes the 4, I'm afraid.
I know, yeah.
Damn it.
But we love him.
Okay, even with the 4, I barely rolled to hit, and he's going straight for her. He rolled a 15.
Oh my god.
And it's, well, hopefully I roll better than the last time I did. Ooh. Oh.
I love those sound
Quite
bites.
expressive. The cube doesn't just send out a tentacle of itself this time. 9 separate, almost dagger-like tentacles dart straight out of it and sting and bite and stab at Lilu. And at the 9 different points of her body where it hits, you can now see that the skin has blistered and cracked. It burns her for 9 damage as it punches out straight at her. It is trying... Actually, let me see... Yeah, and it's going to move on top of her.
Yes.
Whoa.
Push back. Okay, on a successful save, the creature, so she has to do a dex saving throw. Yeah, she does. As these 9 tentacles just darts out of it, it flops forward, and she immediately just kind of side spins, her hoof kind of scratching into the ground, and the cube just falls straight forward, and she narrowly avoids it.
Now it's me and the cube, back to back.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Thing.
Alright, I'm going to draw my dagger, and so with my spear I'm going to do a bit of 2-weapon fighting, since I don't have my crossbow, and I'm going to make 2 attacks on Lilu. So,
Okay.
Here we go. Okay, one of that is, I rolled a 16.
Okay,
That was a 16.
That's a hit.
And another was a 9 plus 5, so
No,
14.
14 won't hit.
Alright, cool. And that is 8 damage.
Okay, that was with your...
My spear.
Seeing her kind of spin to dodge out of the way, she's kind of turned her back to you ever so slightly, and you catch her right under the arm, and the spear slices through. She winces, and kind of she goes to kind of grab the spear, but you pull it back, and she just holds out both her claws, and she's just snarling and spitting fury.
I am very scared.
Nate.
You should be.
So I cast Bane again, which should break it.
Okay.
From the previous time I cast it, because it's against concentration. And I pick both. I can pick up the 3 people, so I pick Ardat and Lilu, so they both have to make a charisma saving throw.
Oh, the other thing
I think that they're really
exceptionally
fucking good at, yeah.
And it's against your spell save DC, which is 12.
13.
13, okay. Oh my god.
Yes.
She fucking nat wanted.
Yay!
It's just because she's super pissed.
Kill her
Does
before
that mean
she
she has
kills
to?
me.
Does that mean it has to be a D6 instead of a D4 because it's a nat 1?
No. There's only one DM in this game.
He tried.
Sure, we'll say if the first one is going to be a D6, but after that then it'll be a D4.
Yeah.
And he also failed because he rolled a stupid 4.
Yes.
Plus 5, which is 9, which is still under. So
God
yeah,
damn.
again, it's just this focusing on it. You think of all the negative energy and the negative emotion, and for you, that's a crowd that is not responsive to you. That's a would-be date that doesn't get ensnared by your charm, and you don't like feeling this, so you cast it off, and with just kind of a hum of a note through your throat, the magic just flows out over you, and you all hear this note, but it clings to Lilu and Ardat, and both of them just kind of hold their hands up to their ears as they try and block a sound that only they can hear.
And as a bonus action, then I'm going to keep singing my song, and I'm going to give bardic inspiration to the ooze.
Okay. So Ooze has bardic inspiration.
Hey.
That's a D6 to him.
Yes, correct.
Okay. Fia.
Okay, kind of following Thane's suit, because I have 2-weapon fighting, I'm going to go for Ardat.
Okay.
So I'm going to try and pierce him with my spear and then catch him in the side with my dagger.
Okay. Give me 2 attacks, please.
That's a 9.
That's literally the exact same thing that I
16.
rolled.
But I have inspiration, so I'm going to use that to re-roll the 9.
Okay. What's that inspiration from?
It's from when we were in the carriage with the...
Oh, god damn it, you helped those gays.
And I got a 9 again, so...
Yay! That's how gays roll.
So the spear doesn't hit,
Hit.
but the dagger does.
Okay. And this is on Ardat.
Yes, so he takes 6 damage.
Oh, wow. Okay, that's
Stabby,
really
stabby.
good. You charge in, kind of swiping with the spear, and he just grabs before the blade and swings it around. And as he kind of goes to open you to an attack, you shank him. And you manage to see,
Surprise, bitch.
Yeah, Fia just kind of seems to pull this dagger from nowhere, and it's the one
Prison
you had-
rules.
It's the one-
100%. She may have done time. It's the one that you had kind of strapped to your chest.
Yes.
You just see Fia reach down into her blouse, grab a dagger, and just right into the guts. I would avoid her. He's a little bit shocked, and he tries to pull back, but because he's holding the spear, he lets go, and you manage to plunge the dagger
Grand.
into his guts.
And I'm going to dash out of his
Nice.
space
Okay.
as well.
Gotta let Thane take those hits.
Yeah, that's what I'm here for.
So, Lilu and Ardat are just, they're bearing down. Lilu is going to take another swipe at you then. I'm assuming 12 won't hit.
For me, no.
Yeah.
Close.
Sorry,
though.
12.
My-
8.
You know, weirdly enough, that one does hit.
That doesn't. Oh, just
Yeah.
wow. Specific.
I'm dead now.
Lilu just screams and just brings both her claws down to swipe at you. She's losing control of herself and is beginning to become completely overrun by emotion. And as she swipes, the ooze just kind of flops, and she stops and recoils and kind of holds herself in kind of a protective embrace and skids to the ground between you and the ooze. Ardat looks you dead in the eyes. Give me a wisdom saving throw.
This is gonna go great.
Nat 20.
Ooh.
To be fair, we were rolling so many nat ones earlier on.
Yeah.
This is true.
I think I need to get an impartial adjudicator into that room. He just looks you dead in the eyes. Fia, help us get out of here.
No.
Just like a little child.
No.
His face just, he's completely baffled, and it's confusion and anger, and he's just like, he just growls. Even though you kind of dashed away, he just, in one swoop, he's up onto his wings, and he lunges towards you midair.
Is he within 5 feet of me? Then
Yeah.
now? Okay, so I use my action called Skirmish.
I love being a DM. What does skirmish do?
I can move up to half my speed as a reaction when an enemy ends its turn within 5 feet of me without provoking an opportunity attack.
Okay, so you just
Skedaddle.
he lunges, sort of flying towards you, and you just on one hand cartwheel around him, just sort of like nope, and yeah, he kind of swoops and swerves, and he lands he's now kind of towards the entrance and the burning bonfire that you had going thing.
Okay.
Hephaesta.
I'm gonna Eldritch Blast her again. I
If
have
it
to
ain't
stay
broke, don't fix
so far away from her or I will die. 6.
No, it's the same thing again. The rage you felt earlier on is starting to subside, and you don't know if it's because you're tired or you're exhausted, or the fact that you've just seen Nate do something somewhat possibly selfless. You can't be 100% certain, but that anger is just sort of damp, and I had to finish that because the word damp freaks me.
Look, me and this gelatinous cube are vibing, okay?
Yes.
We're vibing.
What is it with you and vibing with everything that we come in contact with?
That wants to kill you at first.
5 your way on inside of it then, okay?
Okay,
Don't like
so
that.
Get in there.
remind me, Bardic Inspiration, it's to the ability check, not the damage check.
So you can use it whenever it wants, so once within the next 10 minutes, the creature can roll the die and add the number rolled to one ability check, attack roll, or saving throw it makes. So it can use it once whenever it wants.
Well, this little gelatinous cube, it's not little, it's actually quite large. This gelatinous cube was quite successful on his hit, so he's going to save it for his attack roll. And he's going to get to roll basically another d6. 5, 7, 10, 16 damage.
Ooh, yay.
It warps itself. You just see like the clube.
The Kloop?
That's the 5th dimension we're talking about. The cube sort of opens, and the two corners of it just kind of flap outwards and just slap into Lilu, and it's just these two wet slaps of melting acid She screams as her wings are burnt through. She's not going to be able to fly. Her wings are burnt. Her hands, her armor, her robe, they're all beginning to melt. She's now kind of, in the same way that Ardat is haunched naturally, she's bent down over. She's looking really, really bad. She screams at Ardat for help. Like she just roars for Ardat to save her. Thane.
Yeah.
Sorry, excuse me, sorry.
No, you can go. No, you
No,
know
please,
you do. You play Thane this round. And I'll play Nate this round. No.
We kiss.
Shut up, Roz.
How badly off is she looking? Like, is it like, youch?
Yeah. She's hysterical in terms of her expression. Like she's almost frothing at the mouth. Her hands, her skin, it's bubbling and blistered. Like she looks bad.
Very bad. Okay, I'm gonna do something stupid. I'm
Kiss her.
I'd sooner kiss the cube. No, I would like to grapple her.
Okay.
Like, grapple, restrain, do a full Nelson, whatever. Okay, that's a 14.
Okay. Okay. Strength is not their thing.
Thank God.
Okay. Yeah, you barrel into her and just wrestle her into your arms.
Yeah.
This is a bit graphic, but parts of her skin actually slip, like where she's been melted.
Yeah.
And yeah, she screams in agony as you kind of knock her to the ground. She's grappled.
I want to throw her into the cube.
Out of game is grappling an action?
I think so, yeah. Let me just...
Is shoving somebody in action?
Well, they're on. I'm sorry. That was probably me being a bit overly descriptive.
No.
Knocking her to the ground into the grapple. That's how I always see grappling. It's wrestling. I watch a lot of wrestling videos.
I suplex her.
for research. Oh no, sorry, that wrestling. That's the kind of wrestling I meant.
Yes.
Go WWE or whatever it is.
So yeah, it's basically you can use your action to... Oh, sorry, I'm looking at the grappler feat. This is all stuff that's going to get cut anyway.
You're cut. That's cut. This is cut.
Replaces an attack as part of your attack action. So basically, that's the part of my attack. So I still have like movement and bonus action.
Yeah.
Can I just use all that to just like, even if I have to, if I, okay, maybe not if I have to like throw myself into the cube, but like, I'd like to.
Like, it's right there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
You know what?
it's
Yes,
just a
but
shove.
it's going to be another strength check.
Okay,
But
yeah.
because you have her grappled, and I'm going to apply Bane to this this time around, so it'll be a D4 against whatever she rolls. I'm not giving her disadvantage.
Yeah.
But I am going to let the Bane roll.
She's baned.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair. Absolutely. Okay. Anybody want to check that dice for me?
Yeah, boy.
It's a natural 20.
She got a 1, not a nat 1, a dirty 1 because of Bane.
Okay.
She rolled a 2 and then -1.
Bad day for her.
You sort of knocking her over and barreling into her. It's all quickly. She just reaches out. She throws her hands out to Ardat. Ardat just lifts himself off the ground and flies straight towards her. And as the two of you are grappling, and she's trying to bury her claws into your face at the same time, trying to push you away with the other hand. She's reaching out for Ardat, and you just shove her. And the four of you just see Lilu trip, fall, and splash into the gelatinous cube. And she is melted away. You just see a painful, agonizing expression on her face. It's a scream that has been burnt away. And Lilu, the succubus, is dead.
Suck it, bitch.
Arda falls to the ground. What'd she say? Did she say, suck it, bitch?
I think she meant like suck you bitch, like
Suck you bitches.
like one of those play on words.
Arda just immediately stops, falls to the ground, and just clenches his fists in pure rage. Nate.
As Fia says, suck it, bitch, I cast Tasha's Hideous Laughter on Ardat. So he has to make a charisma saving throw, I think. Wisdom saving throw, and obviously Bane applies to that as well.
I just got 13. I rolled a 16 and I got a 3 on the d4.
That would have been severely, intense if that happened.
Yeah, so it's okay. He just you kind of you smother a laugh and you're like, no, screw it, that was funny, and you let it out, and then your voice becomes that somewhat melodic in that sort of trying to get an earworm, and the sound just floats on the air. He's too enraged. It bounces straight off of him. It is Fia.
So I'm going to go at Ardat again with the spear and the dagger.
Okay.
I got a nat 1 on the first one.
Okay.
For the spear, but I got 17 for the dagger.
Okay. So you lunge with the spear mid-air. What's your AC?
14.
Okay. I'm gonna hit you.
I'm gonna hit you.
Mid-air, he turns, and with his left leg and hoof, he just kicks you straight into the face with it as you kind of lunge at him, and he clops you kind of just into the lower jaw. In that exact same moment, you grab your dagger from your side and just stick it into his calf, and you slice the back of his leg.
He takes 5 for that.
Okay.
He has hooves, yeah?
Yeah.
Clop and calf. I appreciate that.
You're welcome. 5 damage.
Yes.
What have you done? You've killed her. You killed Lilu. You killed my sister.
I got nothing.
He's gonna go straight for you. He's gonna grapple.
Yeah, he seems pretty pissed off at me, I would imagine.
So I got. Oh wait.
Oh god, I have to... Is this
14?
Okay, trying to contest this. That is a natural 19. Plus 2.
Yeah. So he grabs onto your shoulders. You grab his arms, and you're pushing him back a little bit. Hephaesta, I hate this stupid.
I'm just gonna blast him.
Okay.
14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 20.
Yep, that hits. Roll for damage. My poor son.
Oh, 2.
Okay. Again, you kind of step forward into the room and you throw this blast just explodes from your hand. It strikes him, but he doesn't. You can see it hit, and you can see where it's burnt into him, but he doesn't react. He's focused on Thane. The cube actually starts to shake, and it's like it kind of folds in on itself a little bit, and then it kind of spreads out. Everyone give me, Fia, Thane, and Nate, and our good friend Ardat, give me dex save throws. Oh, Ardat.
20.
Too good for this world.
No, he's very evil. He's very mean.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
9.
Okay.
And 13.
And 20.
Okay, so Fia and Thane, you react in time. You kind of it starts sort of, when a vat of water falls over and you've got people who immediately get splashed. That's you and Ardat, and the two of you react in time to kind of take a spring step back as the ooze just kind of flops straight down. It's kind of losing control of itself. It's being come with emotion.
Sorry.
Aren't we all?
You and Ardat both take 10 damage.
Okay, well I pass out,
Okay.
and as I fall to the ground, I sort of look back at the cube and I say, "It's not your fault."
The
sad.
cube the colors that as you kind of start to lose count, you start to see this warping of colors within it as well, and the colors are becoming less and less saturated, as if this thing is losing itself. Ardat is also looking a little bit worse for wear's. Fia.
Alright, so I'm going to lunge at Ardat again with my spear and my dagger. So spear first. 15. Dagger. Maths is bad. 12.
Okay, so the spear hits this time, but the dagger you'll miss with.
Okay.
We'll say it's because you've got it buried in his leg.
And that is for 2 damage.
Okay. Yeah, you manage to just kind of graze his left arm as you bring the spear up, and you drive drive the dagger back into him, but you miss, and he kind of comes to a stop and a stance, and he finds himself kind of pinned between the three of ye, Nate, you're unconscious. The gelatinous cube, which is kind of having a meltdown. Pardon the pun.
Comedy.
And Hephaesta, who's been like gunslinging fireballs from the other end of this room.
Hitting nothing.
He has his hands up in kind of defense and his claws bared, and he looks around him. Get out of this place. Leave it now.
What do we think, guys?
Make me.
Yeah, and I say that a lot meaner, like with confidence. Make me.
Okay.
He's actually going to make me.
Yeah, he's going to try. So 23 will hit.
Yeah, that's going to hit, yeah.
Takes 6 damage. He brings his claws upwards, kind of trying to catch you under the chin. He grazes your chest, but he narrowly misses your chin and neck.
Oh no, my fuzz. Whose turn is it?
It is Hephaesta's.
Okay.
Can I blast him? Pew pew. I will die. Ooh, 17.
Yeah, that's going to hit.
Yeah, that's, 7.
Okay, 7 is not bad. Kind of trying to keep her distance because she wants to very much stay alive. Hephaesta continues to hurl fireball or Eldritch blast. Sorry, blast after blast straight down, and this one catches Ardat as he kind of brings his claw up. You catch him right under his arm, and the blast just engulfs and burns into his side for 7 damage.
Yeah.
I mean, he's all right, but he's not he's not having a great day, to be honest. Old QB is going to have to roll for a Constitution
Because it's full of Lilu goo?
Yeah,
Ligu?
Ligu.
Is it going to use its bardic?
No, I already
It
used
did,
that. I
yeah.
used that to attack her. Look at you trying to tempt you. Oh, okay, that's good. It's +5 to Constitution, so
Wait.
he's good. 16. That's his action though. Its action. It's trying to keep itself
hold
together,
it
but
in.
it's beginning to lose itself.
Alright,
Thane.
since I grappled Lilu, I imagine that I dropped my spear and my knife, or dagger rather. I'm just gonna do the same thing again. I'm just gonna tussle with Ardat. I'm just gonna get in there and wrestle him.
Wrestle.
Yeah.
Okay, this is going into Roz's fan fiction.
Man wrestle.
And it's all
Watched on
gooey as
erotically.
well in a damp cave. Oh, that is a 5.
To grapple.
Yep.
Nope. Again, you lunge kind of like with your arms open to try and grab him.
Yeah.
And he holds firm and braces and just kind of shoves you back. Are you taking a bonus action?
I'm going to take a bonus action and fire a pebble at him. Just boink him in the head.
Oh, so dangerous.
So dangerous.
I'm gonna throw a pebble at him.
Yeah, but a magic one. So
Okay,
it's
alright,
got,
magic pebble him.
yeah, it's got a bit of cheese on it. Okay, that's an 11 plus, so 16 to hit.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Nice. Okay, that's 9 damage.
Okay,
Wow.
Boink.
that is a number. As you're kind of
Stone
shoved
cold.
back, you reach into your pocket, you grab one of the stones you had pilfered as you were making your way through the corridor, and you just fling it straight out. You catch him. You actually catch him in the face. He recoils back into that sort of like anime style, and yeah, his entire with the magic behind it. It's not just a pebble. This is a little magic blast, and it catches him right into the face, and he's kind of knocked backwards, and he kind of recoils, and you can see a giant bruise on his face where the pebble hit him.
I'm going to move back. I'm going to maneuver so that I'm putting the cube between myself and him. I'm just kind of looking at him through the cube.
Okay, yeah, he's kind of a weird multicolored haze around him as the cube is kind of trying to hold its shape. But yeah, it's between you and him now. Nate, death saving throw.
I also just realised as well earlier on I accidentally foreshadowed the gelatinous cube when you were fighting with Lilu, and I was
The
like, and then they
Jell-O.
fall back
I
into
was
a pool
just
of jello. I was like, what?
Well, one of them did.
Zing.
Less of a fall, more of a push.
Also,
That's a fail. 5.
as I said, you saw that kind of kaleidoscope of colours becoming less and less saturated and everything goes dark. You just hear a voice. Nathaniel, my love. and it just there in the darkness, just this very, very familiar, frail voice just echoes. Fia.
Okay, I'm gonna go at Ardat again with my same attack spiel. And Ardat's within 5 feet of the cube, right?
Yep.
Okay, cool. That's good to know. So, because my target is in 5 feet of an enemy, I get to give him an extra 2d6 of damage.
We finally remembered that the rogue can do sneak attacks.
And also that we somehow turned a gelatinous cube into an ally.
Yeah.
So 13 for the spear.
Okay, the spear won't hit.
Spear, and 8 for the attack.
Neither attack.
no.
Dang it!
That's what you get for getting cocky now, Louise. I mean, Fia. Fia Louise.
I feel Louise.
Yeah, you bring both. You bring the spear forward in a lunge and the dagger down, and he bats both hands away, and he is going to grapple you.
Well, I'm dashing out.
No, he's not.
You should have said that first. No, so you dash back.
Yeah.
Okay, so he's gonna. Do you know what? Because he can move. He lunges at you. What's your dash?
My dash. It doesn't say how far. I think it's
It's just you can move your movement away. So
my
you can
movement
move-
away, so it's 30
Yeah.
feet.
So yeah, he's basically going to lunge at you with his claws. 13.
No.
Close though.
Oh, sorry, less than 13. Hang on. Yeah, we gotta follow those rules. That's how we all have fun.
You do it right or you don't do it at all.
12.
Oh, but
No.
Well, actually, no, because wouldn't it? I'm unconscious.
Oh, you're unconscious. Bane is gone.
Yeah.
13 again.
Yes.
Yeah, still doesn't hit. Mwah.
Okay. Yeah, he swings out with his claws, but he is kind of on top of you again. As you dash back, he's on top of you, so he's moved away from the cube.
Okay, he ends his turn in me, so I'm going to use then skirmish and move another 15 feet away from
My
him.
next villain's going to have like the power to break your legs. Move then.
I mean, all of them do if you just try hard enough.
Just gotta catch her first is all.
I think that cube's gotten really angry again.
Wiggles violently.
So Fia is kind of in front of you, and Ardat is blocked by her effectively.
Damn it, he's finally close enough. She's in the way. Can I shove her? Is that like a bonus action? Can I just shove her out of the way?
I mean, you probably have enough room to
Like, not
maneuver around.
violently, but just
you can
like...
move. Like you have your movement.
I guess that's true. I can just move around her.
Can I shove her
God,
with
can you guys just get the fuck out of my way already?
Yeah.
Do I shoot her or do I like move 5 feet to the left?
It's always easier.
I mean, do you remember what happened the last time?
Oh yeah, we do.
Yeah. Right, so I'm going to move around her, and I'm going to hit him with a poison spray. Maybe. No. That's a 12.
You cast out your hand, and just from your fingers, just 5 plumes of smoke. Again, it's that blackish blue. Just spray forward from the tips of your fingers. Ardat just kind of turns and he looks at you, and you see his face. His nostrils flare, and he inhales the gas. Oh. It has no effect.
Hot.
Does that like French inhale thing where it goes from his mouth to his nose?
Cube. Again, it's it's moving backwards towards the pool. It doesn't look to be in a great way.
Cube.
Cube is good. Cube got 21.
Yay! Go Cube!
Thanks. It's so nice for you guys not to want to kill me once.
I love that. By the way, what a perfect mascot for our team. They're just a big ball of wet.
It's a cube, so it's a square. It's actually a
Sexiest of all
square.
shapes.
It's not a ball at all.
Got some hard edges to rub up against. Hey, we all went through puberty.
No, we didn't.
No,
Thing.
Me? Yeah, okay. Since last I checked, I had the cube between myself and Ardat.
Yeah, Ardat is now
closer.
between Hephaesta and Fia, and the cube is making its way back towards the pool.
Cool. I'm going to run over to our dying bard and try and stabilize him.
That's boring.
Okay.
I know, but I know, like, look,
Hephaesta says,
sometimes it can't be all like razzle dazzle
give me a
burn.
medicine check.
Sometimes you just got to do what's right. What do I have in medicine? +2. Okay, that might not fucking kill me. Okay, that's a 20.
Okay. Like a nat 20?
No, like 18 +2.
You run towards Nate, who's face down on the ground, and he's burned, and like you scratch claw marks on him. but you start to kind of put pressure on the wound that he has, and you can feel a very, very faint pulse, and you perform CPR, and somewhere in the world, Roz Greypurse's tail is just twitching. And she's like, I wonder what that's about.
So yeah, he's at 0 hit points, but he doesn't
Okay,
need to make that
so
save.
just as that voice starts to get closer, you see in the distance, light starts to kind of fill the darkness and the void around you again. But in the distance, you can just make out the form of Eugenia Flatstum, and she's running towards you with her hand outstretched. And as everything blinks into, like, as you kind of regain consciousness, you just have a flash of a house and a lake, and Eugenia is gone, and you're awake. And Thane has his lips pressed against yours, and he's filling your lungs with oxygen.
Oh.
That's definitely a thing that I said I did, and I'm going to commit to it.
Hey, give me artistic license. It's the one thing I get in this game.
No, this is Roz writing her fanfic back home.
So
He opens his chest. Not his
Thane has now kissed 2 members of the party.
What about it?
CPR is not kissing, Louise. It's a very serious matter.
I'd say Roz would disagree with that.
Fia.
Okay, going for Ardat again. Not 20 on my dagger, but I got a 4 on my spear.
Okay, so you swing in with the, and he's starting to read your movements, and as you swing in with the spear, he bats your hand away straight away, and again, expecting you to lunge with the dagger as you have been doing, his free hand, he lunges to kind of again defensively block, and this time you just bury the dagger right into his shoulder. What's the damage?
It's a d4 plus 3.
So 7 damage in total. You just sink the dagger straight into his shoulder. He yelps. He's officially looking like crap. And it's his action. He is...
Yeah, those boots he wears are real tacky. But he's going to hit me.
Give me a wisdom saving throw, Fia.
Is he trying to charm me or something, is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait.
I get advantage on this.
You do, yeah.
12.
What was the weight?
Isn't there a thing with the charm effect that, like, if a creature successfully resists it, that they can't be charmed for another, like, 24 hours?
But if the target succeeds, the effect of the target
Some people read the monster manual for fun and have no friends. And that person is me.
Yeah, why do you have so many friends, Declan?
God, Jesus.
You're all dead to me after this. Okay, so kind of looking into your eyes, he tries to find that magic, and there's nothing there, just fury. Not feeling the ability to overcome you or to ensnare you. He just, with his left claw, he swings an attack for 15.
Yes, that hits.
Okay. I love how it's like, yes, that hits.
Just check with the judges.
Check with the judges.
Yes, check in with the judges and their scores.
Yep.
It's a 15. It's a 15, yeah. Take 9 damage. He slashes straight into your face, digging his claws in.
Cool.
Somebody is angry.
Someone's going to get a scare out of this.
100%. What's the 9 do?
Well, I'm 15 out of 24 now.
It's a long road to killing
I
Fia.
thought she was trying to count up that, am I dead? No, she's so smug. She's still 15 out of 24.
She's actually
Fuck
counting all the HP she has left.
Yeah.
It's just
Yeah.
like,
Jealous, Nate?
You seduce a cube.
Can't. Hephaesta.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna step back a little bit and blast him again.
Okay.
No, stop. It's an 8.
No, you throw it out, but as your Eldritch Blast just flies free, he lunges at Fia, and you just see him scratch into her face, digging his claws in deep. Yeah, he's left her with a serious wound, and the blast just flies overhead. I
just wanna kill him.
Oh, guys, it's not doing well.
Oh no.
another cube.
It flops again closer to it's really close to the pool where it had emerged in the water, and you see now that as it moves again, this time it has actually lost even more of its form and shape, and it's now like just kind of a chunky puddle. There's a thing I never thought I'd say. It's a chunky puddle of goop, and it's now kind of rolling and folding over itself.
Is it squared instead?
Its color is like a murky grey.
By the way, I've named him Schofield.
Schofield.
Yeah, after Philip Schofield, the host of The Cube.
Oh.
So there you go.
That's for all the fans of
Philip,
the
if you're
Cube out
listening,
there.
you're welcome. You chunky puddle.
Just in case anyone wanted to draw fan art of The Cube.
Yeah, put Philip Schofield's hair on top of it.
Schofield's hair on top of the cube.
And then you can draw Holly Willoughby's face onto Lilu, who's thrown inside.
Same.
Oh, great. I've more decisions to make. So I'm just after stabilizing.
You stabilize Nate. You see him kind of. His eyes open up, and you feel him breathing, and you pull back, and you now see the cube making its way towards the statue and the pool of water. Or sorry, the totem and the pool of water.
See, I actually have nothing to heal you with. Fuck it, I wish I did. Hang on, I want to see if I've anything that could help the cube. I run over to the cube and I take the vial of the potion that I took from Ariel and I pour it all over the cube.
Save the cube.
Save the Cube!
Save the cube.
There's a lot of quiet DMing going on behind the screen, ladies and gentlemen.
Satiate the kids in the room, please. Save the cube.
You run over and grab the vial from your side satchel, and uncorking it, you pour it over the cube, and that same sort of heavy, sticky, sweet smell you first smelled back in the storeroom, it kind of wafts into the room, and as it sinks into the cube, you actually see it sort of flow and eke throughout, and some of the colour starts to stabilise itself, and it kind of shifts back up. It's like a partial cube, like a corner of the cube has kind of started to form. It quivers in the same way it did when Nate first started speaking. You can see it shakes a little bit, but it's a lot slower, and it still tries to eke towards the pool.
I'm just like, hey, it's okay, little guy, we got you. We're friends, remember? And I just want to take... God, what do I have a mirror, and I take that and I just like scoop it up onto the mirror, and like, you know, a fish that you find in the rocks, I'm returning him to the ocean.
It'll have a little movement bonus on its next turn. Okay. Nate,
Scoot him over.
Can I do anything? Because
you're conscious. You 1 HP. You were getting conscious.
oh, okay then. In that case, I
Devilment.
sorry, I wasn't expecting this, guys.
All this attention.
I will use Dissonant Whispers, why not? So, probably read what that means. So, Dissonant Whispers must make a wisdom saving throw.
You don't have to waste it.
Against your spell save DC?
Yeah.
No.
So it failed.
He fails.
I don't know why I didn't use this before. He immediately takes 3d6 psychic damage.
Whoa.
Okay.
And must immediately use its reaction, if available, to move as far as its speed allows away from me.
Oh.
Okay, so he rolled a 7. He rolled a 6 plus 1, 7. So, yeah, roll your 3d6.
3, 6, and 5 is 14 points of damage. And then if he can, he has to move so far away from me.
Yeah, you said 14 damage?
Yes.
He just, like, having buried his claw into Fia's face, he is somewhat bolstered, and he's going to kill somebody here. And then Fia, as you see him raise his claws up again to bring them down top of you, he just grabs and scratches at his ears. Give me some sort of what would dissonant whispers sound like for Nate? What would those whispers be like?
Oh, so I imagine it would just be me repeating in his head,
You said you loved me. Oh my god.
Yeah, I'll tweet that. Okay, he just scratches and he roars and no, Lilu, no, I do love you. I love you so much. And he looks back at ye and the cube and the statue. This whole place can burn, and he flies straight down the corridor. Oh, actually, Dex save throw. God Almighty, I forgot about the bonfire.
Eyes on the way out.
Will you please roll?
Yeah, sure.
God damn it! Actually, can he see the way out? Because the room is full of smoke at this point now.
Just fly into a wall.
Shut up, Sam. Shut up.
The smoke is billowing up through a hole in the ceiling.
That is 6 damage from the fire.
Can I just ask,
Yes.
not to be a stickler,
Yeah, sure.
but create bonfire,
Yeah.
does it require concentration?
It does require concentration, and I have cast other spells, like
Yes.
the magic stone. But a load of shit already did catch fire.
Yes, so what I'm going to do is, because that's kind of a magical fire, I'm
Yeah.
going to half what you rolled.
Yeah.
You rolled a 6.
100%.
By the skin of his teeth. Skin of his teeth, ladies and gentlemen. Ardat is gone, wailing and burning through the fire and straight out. You hear his cries of pain and of sorrow and rage echoing down the corridor towards you all. This isn't the last. I will be back. You will suffer. And he's gone.
Well, that's probably the last we'll see of him, guys.
This is going to have no repercussions on us at all.
I don't
no
see
way
any
Maybe
ever.
fuck with us
I
again.
see no downside to this. We won, easy peasy. Let's all go swim in the weird goo.
Let's not, but how is the ghoul?
Yeah, how was
Looking back, you see that the goop or the cube it's now on the edge of the pool, and it stops just for a moment, like a gorilla in the mist.
Can we all wave to it?
It looks back and it splashes into the water, and it melts away. You start to see the water illuminates in the same way it did when you first appeared, and there was that sort of dark pink haze under the totem, and then it slowly fading out into kind of a blue around the edges. A light shimmers underneath the totem, where you see that the same sigil, that lotus, is just glowing brighter and brighter. And then the pink liquid within the pool just climbs up the totem, and you see it snake and serpentine and coil and ooze around, almost as if it's soaking itself into it. And then you just see the eyes of Hadana blink open and white. And in your heads, you all hear a very, very familiar voice.
You have done well. I am pained to admit it, but it seems you can affect real change. Emotions are not something to be bottled up and spent and sold. Emotions are real. You have done something good today. My mark is always with you. I am watching. I bring this place down now. Leave. Continue my work. Do right by love. I will see you all again.
And the totem, a crack just splits up around it, and chunks of the ceiling start to, like the whole room starts to shake and rattle. And then just down the tunnel, you just hear like, well, oh my god, it's going to find himself something down here, no doubt. I don't know what that was, but I reckon it's probably something of value. Oh, criminy, what's going on here? And he's just, I'm a skedaddle and 2 shakes of a snake's tail or something, I suppose. And, oh, there's folk in here. What can I do for you folk? He's just standing there in the middle of this like cave-in about to happen.
Run?
Run?
Oh, all right then. And he grabs, he holds onto his hat, and he bolts.
Guys, where's our stuff?
It's definitely not down here, so we
No,
should
let's
run.
get out.
Let's
You're
just
running.
run.
Yeah.
Is there anything else you guys want to do before you go? You're just going to bolt.
Bolt and get our shit.
I suppose in terms of passive perception, is there anything in the room of interest?
What is your passive perception? Who has
12.
12?
15.
14.
9. Constantly oblivious to everything.
Yeah.
Hephaesta's got a lot going on. She's got enough to do.
You
with
can
this.
give me an athletics check. You see something tucked between the 2 chairs at the start of the pool.
18.
As chunks of... Why do I
rolling
give
well.
you these options? I hate myself. That's what it is. This is some sort of like self-abuse. As chunks of the ceiling crack and fall into the pool around you, and the rest of you begin to make your way out. Fia, just as you turn, you see something wedged between these 2 stone thrones or chairs, and there, nestled between it, it's a glint caught your eye, and you see a long, thin chain. And at the end of it, there's a book. And as you pull it free, you just read on the cover, "The Art of Making Love, ... potions. Roz Greypurse."
Oh my god.
And the ceiling is coming down around you. You bolt.
Yes.
Fia, we gotta go.
Yeah.
Kind of Thane grabbing you by the arm pulls you. You're dragged through and up down the through the corridor, back up the stairs, and you see that all around you, the temple, there's a huge crack on the floor, and parts of the columns and ceiling have actually already fallen in, and many of the followers are kind of confused and bewildered, are running in sheer terror out through the lawns and the gardens and out the main gate.
Okay.
Yeah, we make anyone that we run into just like, come on, move, let's go.
Okay.
Get out.
And the room where our stuff is at the main gate.
That's the main gate. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're just free once.
I do.
As the four of you with McGucket are hightailing it out of here, you see standing at the gate Ariel and Giles. And Giles has your stuff bundled up. As you run, he kind of grabs you and he drags you away. Looking back, you just hear a tremendous roar and noise as the hill caves in on itself, burying the temple and the sanctum of Gomorrah beneath it.
You were listening to Romancing the Dungeon. Why not check us out on social media at D8 Dungeon over on Twitter and Instagram. If you liked our theme song, do make sure to check out Martin the Freshman Ryan on Facebook. And we're back in 2 weeks' time, so we'll see you then.
All things considered, that went pretty well.
That was a good one.
It
I
went
think-
good for us.
I think, you know what, we were pretty confident there. I think we did a good job. No one died, you got close, but I think we did good.